So this is P6 ACS C Continual Assessment 2020. Okay, we'll go. You want to go through the last question? We go through the last question. Okay, well, I'll go through those questions that you all highlighted. Okay, then after that, I'll pick those questions I think that you may need. This is the last question, right? Question 24. Yeah, question 24 is quite difficult. Okay, sorry, it's not that difficult. I've taught you before. This is the kind of question that we have to draw a model, then we cut. Remember, we cut and then we redraw the model again. So this is the question we are talking about. But this question, you are not allowed to use a calculator. Okay, but still the same. Let me use annotate. Get a pen out. So first, there were 40 more girls than boys. So we will draw the model. Girls is 40 more than boys. Okay, whenever there's a quantity difference, total difference, you draw a model. Okay, draw a hard line, sorry, hard line. Then this is 40. Right, then 2/5 of the girls and 1/3 of the boys left the hall. So the girls, 2/5 of the girls left the hall. Let's focus on the girls. So there's 2 portions to the girls. We will focus on 1 portion at a time. So this portion, I need to take out 2/5. So I cut it into 5 parts. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So take out 2/5. Take out this one. All right, and then for this portion, I'll take out 2/5. So 2/5 of 40 so gives you 16. So this is 16, and what is left? 40 minus 16, you will get 24. So this is 24. All right, so we are done with the girls. Let's now focus on the boys. 1/3 of the boys means the boys have to be divided into 3 portions, and you shade out 1. 1/3 of the boys left the hall. Now remember, we have to look for a common base. In this case, the common base is the lowest is over here. This portion of the girls and this portion of boys are equal. So the lowest common multiple of 5 and 3 is 15. So to make it to 15, each of these is 3 units. And each of these 5 units. Of course, this is 5 units and this is 3 units. All right. Now, next you have to redraw the model again. So to redraw the model, we only draw the unshaded part. Those who have left is external transfer. So we don't need to consider them anymore. So what is left for the girls will be 3, 3, 3, 9 units and 24, right? 9 units and 24. Now, before we draw the boys, the model for the boys, you always read the question again and ask yourself, am I going to draw the boys longer than the girls or shorter than the girls? This is a very important question now, so you read carefully. There, in the end, there were 18 more girls than boys, right? 18 more girls than boys. So make sure your boys is shorter than the girls. So the boys is left with 10 units, 5, 5. So draw the boys 10 units, but make sure it is shorter than the girls. 10 units. And the difference is 18 over here. So from this we can see that 1 unit is here, right? This is 1 unit. 1 unit is equal to 24 minus 18. Right? How do I get now 1 unit? This is 10 units minus 9 units. 10 units minus 9 units. So 1 unit is equal to 24 minus 18. 24 minus 18, and that will give you 6. Okay, good. Now, what's the question? Find the total number of girls and boys in the hall at first. So we are talking about the total. Total means everything here. And that will make up of 15 units here and 15 units here. So it's made up of 15 units plus 15 units plus, don't forget this 40. 40. So this 30 units, 30 times 6, this 6 plus 40. That will give you 220, 180 plus 40, 220. Okay, so answer is 220. What? Any other question? Question number 23. Can you do 23 is a supposition question, no? Do you know that? Do you realize that? Darren wanted to ask some question. Question what?
22 and 19.
So
These
19
are the
first,
two I
then
got wrong.
19 then 22. You're okay with 21 and the rest.
Yeah.
Yes.
21 is units and parts.
Yeah, and I got it.
Well done, well done.
No. Fine.
Okay, I'm going to move away from this. Everybody copy this question ready?
Yep.
Okay, now I'm going to question 19. You have to try to do the question. Otherwise, you'll be here copying answers, no? And then I will not be able to go through every question. So if you practice this at home, you can identify those questions that you don't know how to do. Now let's look at question 19. So 19 is an equivalent proportion question. Looks difficult, but actually quite easy. So you see, Chester has 20 more stickers than Brian. Brian used 4/7 of his stickers and Chester used 3/5 of his stickers. This one, if you look at it, it sounds like the question number question number 24, right? You need to cut and then redraw, right? It looks like that, right? But it's actually not, no. Because of this statement. In the end, Brian and Chester has the same. So what this tells you is this. Equivalent proportion. What fraction of Brian's stickers is left? Brian used 4/7. He's left with 3/7 of his stickers. Correct? Oh, what happened? What is this? Okay, Brian left with 3/7 of his stickers because he used 4/7. And Chester used 3/5 of his stickers. So Chester is left with 2/5. And they are equal because it says here, they are the same in the end. Okay. So because they are equal, let's make the numerator the same. Okay, make it to 6 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. So this 6/14 of Brian is equal to 6/15 of Chester. Once you make numerator the same, it is the denominator that we are looking for. The denominator represents their total. Okay, this and this represent their total. So in other words, Brian to Chester, originally their total is 14 units of Brian, 15 units for Chester. So that is Chester. You can see from here, Chester is 1 unit more than Brian, right? 15 minus 14. 1 unit more than Brian, and that 1 unit is this 20. Correct? Now, what's the question? How many stickers did they have all together at first? At first is still this value. 14 plus 15, 19. So 19 units, 19 times 20, you will get 29, sorry, this 29. 29 times 20 is 580. So answer is 580.
Mr. Jason,
Yeah.
do you have to go through the whole paper?
No, I won't go through whole paper.
Just the questions that we don't know.
Yeah. And some questions I think that you may not know. Any more? Question number 22, right?
No, it's 21.
21.
I need 22.
Okay, 21 and 22. Let's do 21 and 22. Then okay, 21. 21 is the units and parts question. Okay, 21 is actually quite difficult, no? It's quite good, no? You can do it. I am quite impressed. Good job, man. Good job, good job. Okay, first, there's two ways of doing this question. One is you approaching it from the value of the notes, and the other one is approaching based on the quantity of the notes. Okay, so if you look at this question, right, they are exchanging the notes for the same value, right? They give two $10 notes for some $2 notes of the same value. See that? So if you use the value approach, then this question will become a total unchanged question because the value before and the value after is the same. However, if you use the quantity approach, that means you are talking about exchanging the number of pieces of notes. Then it will become a all change question because the number of notes will change completely. Right? Number of $2 notes and $10 will change before and after. So depends on which approach you go. If you use the value to solve this question, then it will be a total unchanged method. So total unchanged is pretty easy. So I'm not using the total unchanged method to solve this question. I'm going to use the quantity, that means the all change method, where to do that, I will approach this based on quantity, which most people will do it. Okay, so let's look at this. So we know that we are going to change two pieces of $10 notes, and that two pieces of $10 notes, it has a value of $20, correct? And I'll change this to $2 notes. So I'll be getting how many $2 notes? I divided by $2. I'll get 10 pieces of $2 notes. So in other words, the question begins with $2 notes to $10 notes. The ratio of that quantity, listen carefully, the quantity is 5 to 2, right? Now you're going to exchange two pieces of $10 notes. So $10 notes, I minus two pieces. In return, I'll receive 10 pieces of $2 notes, right? And in the end, the ratio of $10 notes to $1 to $2, $2 to $1, $10 is 5:1. 5:1. Correct? So this is, from this you can see it's all changed. The number of $2 notes and $10 notes have changed. Total is also changed. Difference is also changed. So use the units and parts method. Units and parts. Okay. So I form two statements. Use the $2 notes to form statement first. 5 units plus 10 pieces give you 5 parts. Got it? 5 units plus 10 pieces of $2 notes will give you 5 parts. Now, $10 notes will be 2 units minus 2 will give you 1 part. So the method is always to make parts the same. So I make this to 5. So times 5. I get 10U minus 10, 5 parts. Until here, everyone okay? Any question? So this is very important. Form the statements, form the two statements, make the parts the same. After you make the parts the same, you realize that this is equal to 5 parts. So is this. If they both equal to 5 parts, I can equate them. Okay. So next I will have to remove either plus 10 or minus 10. I'll remove this minus 10 from here. So to remove this minus 10, I plus 10 on over here and I plus 10 on the left side. So what I will have will be, after this, what I have will be 5 units plus 20. 5 units plus 20. On the right side of the equal sign, this 10 will be gone. This 10 will be gone, right? Because plus 10 minus 10 gone. So what I will be left with 10 units. Now 5 units plus 20 is 10 units, right? So in other words, this 20 has to be equal to 5 units. 5 units by 5 units, 10 units. Got it? So this 20 has to be equal to 5 units. Let's continue from here. 5 units is equal to 20. 1 unit will be equal to 20 divided by 5, 4. Question is, how many $10 notes did he have at first? At first, it is 2 units of $10. So it's 2 times 4. 8. So that's answer for A. Now let's look at B. B a bit tedious. How much money did he have at first? So if you go 4 times 7, you're wrong. No? This is only quantity. At first, he had 4 times 7, which is 28 pieces of notes. But the question wants how much, not how many. So let's look at the $2 notes first. So it's 5 times 4, right? 5 units, 5 times 4. Okay, that will give you a number of pieces of $2 notes times the value of a $2 notes, which is $2. And you will get $40. Let's look at $10. $10 will be 2 times 4 times the value of $10 notes. That will give you $80. So altogether, the value of all of Tim's notes will be 40 plus 80. $120. So that's the answer. Question 22. Copy this and then we'll go on to question 22. Yeah, we'll go through 11 later. No problem. Question 11. Okay. Let's do question 20. 22. 23, I know some of you are asking about 23. 23 is a supposition question. It's pretty easy. I show you'll realize what I meant by easy. So let's do a question 22. So 22 is we started off with let's find out what is this angle. So you notice that ED is equal to EC, right? Which is this is equal to this. So this is an isosceles triangle. ED is equal to EC. If it's isosceles triangle, means this angle has to be equal to this angle, right? So to get this angle, very easy. 180, take away 42 first. This angle, you will get 138. Then 138 divided by 2. You get 69. So Darren, do you get this 69?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So with this, because this is a rectangle, so this has to be a right angle. So this angle will be equal to 90 minus 69. That will give you 21. So this is 21 degrees. Okay. And if this is 113, and actually what that will give you answer to A, right? 21 is answer for A, right? ECB. So this is 21. Okay. Now let's look for EDB. EDB, you're talking about this angle. EDB, right? EDB is inside this triangle. EDF. So this angle here is 113. So EDB is simply 180 minus 42 minus 113. Right, this will get 25. Okay, let's look at question 23.
I need 7.
We are doing question 23B. Then we can talk about 17 later. Question 23B. Question 23B is a supposition question. So we shall assume, okay, in question number, if you have done question 23A correctly, right? How much money did she spend on mask? You will get the answer as $100. Okay, this is $100. So this amount of, if this is a part A is remainder theory. So total amount of money that Mary spent on mask is $100. Mask, all right? And we assume it shows this $100 is either spent on surgical mask or N95 mask. So the question says that he bought 40 packs. So these 40 packs can either be surgical or N95, but we do not know how these 40 packs are being distributed. So we shall assume all are surgical because the question asks for N95. So we do the opposite. Assume all are surgical. If all these 40 packs are surgical, it will be 4 times $2. Who is that? So the difference will be $100 minus $80. That will give you a difference of, wait, that will give you a difference of $20.
Here's what I learned. The chief's assistant, Ryan, was only pretending to
Okay, I need to mute the background. So this is the total difference, $20. And the difference between a pack of mask, a surgical mask and an N95 mask is 7 minus 2, $5. So use the last step, use 20 divided by $5, you'll get 4. So this will be the if you're sorry, this will be a surgical mask. Right. I think you didn't recognize this as a supplementary question. Now, someone wanted to do question number 11, right? And what? 11 and what? Okay, I'll go through 11 now. Someone was asking before that, someone saying what question you wanted? So that's our last question, 11. Question 11 is, okay, so this is a piece of wire string, 68 cm. 68 cm covers 3 squares. So these are all squares. If you look at QR consists of one side of the big square, we call it A, and then this is B, which is one side of the medium square, and then C is one side of the small square. Correct? So this is QR. The big square consists of 4 A's, right? The perimeter of a big square is 4A. The perimeter of this medium square is 4B. The perimeter of this small square will be 4C. And the perimeter of all these 3 squares is equal to the length of the string, which is 68 cm. So if I were to divide by, what is this? If I were to divide by 4, I'll get A plus B plus C, right? Which is 68 divided by 4. And that will give me 17. So in other words, A plus B plus C is QR. So answer is 17. Any other question? If not, that's it for today. 17. Danny, hold on. Let me see 17. 17, okay. 17. Okay, 17. This is a parallel line. So this parallel line, so this will be also equal to 70 degrees. This is a cross, opposite angle, so it will be equal. So this is 72 degrees. So they want this angle, right? EAF. So this is a triangle one. So this is a question mark. So 180 degrees minus 72 minus 70. That's not difficult to do. I think you didn't see it. Okay. All right. Okay. Those who have nothing to do, we can go now. No other question, can go now. Okay, Connor, you wait for a moment. I'll show you the answer to question 1 and 2. The rest can drop off now. Okay. Connor, wait for a moment. I have to share the. You wanted to see the solution to question number what? Okay, bye-bye, everybody. Okay, corner question number what? 1 and 2. Okay, one from Maurice.
1 and 2, yeah.
Okay. You do exam paper now, corner.
I did.
You have to do,
I did.
The solution is all uploaded into the online. You can look at it. Okay, question 1, quickly copy.
Mm.